Hello, folks. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm sorry I haven't been on here lately, folks, but um, I think somebody, I don't know who it is, has been trying to get me to buy that VidQ to make YouTube channels with. Well, I told them the other day that I'm not going to buy VidQ, and I told them that in the beginning because I think VidQ is a joke, because we don't know if it's legit or not. I I I do fine doing my channel just the way I've been doing it, and I don't need any boost with it. I feel like that I can do my own videos my way, and I'm hoping that I don't sound mean or anything like that, folks, but. I can't really afford Medicare, and I sure ain't gonna put money out paying for something that I can't afford, and not even knowing if it's gonna work or not. So I just wanted to let you all know this, that I was kind of upset over that, and I also went as far as telling YouTube. That I would quit before I would pay for VidQ, and that's just how I feel, folks. But the only thing about that is, though, is I'd be letting you all down. For those of you that like watching my videos and stuff, so I decided to get on here and do a video tonight just for you all. But what I'm going to do, I have decided this, is I'm only going to do videos whenever I get time to do them, and that's it. I can't guarantee that I'm going to be able to get 4 out a day. I'm going to do the best I can, folks, but I've been working all day long in the front room in there trying to get it straightened up. It's where my cats stay. And me and my husband took his love seat that was sitting here in the living room and pushed it in there where the cats are. And he's going to buy him a new chair tomorrow, maybe. It just depends on whether or not he has to get them to order it or whatever. And it may take a little time for it to come in or whatever. But I just wanted to let y'all know what was going on and everything. But I got a comment today, folks, that someone had said that you can feed shrimp hot dogs. Well, folks, you can't feed shrimp hot dogs because it doesn't have any nutrition to it. And so it's just not a good idea to feed it to them because, for one thing, it could, if you left it in there long enough, it could mess up the water quality and possibly kill your shrimp. But the reason that I know this, folks, is because I got a answer from Gemini today on it, and they said it's not a good idea to feed shrimp hot dogs. But I don't give them anything. I tell you what I give them, folks. I give them those French style green beans. That doesn't hurt them because, the French style's cut up and they're little enough for them to nibble on, and it keeps it from messing up their water quality because I've only got 6 in here, folks, in my tank. So they're not going to mess up the tank as bad with as few as I have. So anyway, I've been kind of keeping an eye on it and seeing how they are doing and everything, just like I watch my fish and stuff too. And if they start acting weird or whatever, then because I don't have a water tester, then I just take the water down on them. down below the intake and rinse the intake filter off. And sometimes if it gets real bad, I wash the sponge out at the top too. But I don't do that all the time, folks. I just do it if it needs it. But, it just saves work and everything, and I don't really think that they need a total water change every time, that we think they do, folks. Because I did one water change right before I got my shrimp, and I haven't done a water change since I've had them. So I think it's just better to leave their water alone and let it keep cycling, because one thing about shrimp, even though I'm a new keeper and stuff, folks, I did find out at the pet shop that they do like biofilm and stuff. And if we're changing the water all the time, it may not build up biofilm quick enough for them. So, because my tank had only been cycling for probably about 3 weeks before I got these, so it's been pretty clear in that tank, folks. And I think shrimp like it a little bit more algae buildup and biofilm and stuff. I was going to get on here and show them to you and everything, folks, but you can't really see them. They're too small. And I don't have that many of them either, so it's going to make it harder for you to see them, because they stay hid for the most part. I see 2 of them right now. They're over here digging in the substrate. But y'all see, I can see them, but you all can't on the camera. But they're doing okay so far. And Sabra, she's still doing good, my Pyrenees. She's back to her old self again, barking as usual, And what I did in the front room, folks, is my husband got rid of that old couch that we had in there because it was all messed up. It'd been in there for about probably 2 years. And it was just a total disaster, so we got rid of it and put his love seat in there. And I cleaned the window in there in the front room and mopped the floors and stuff in there and cleaned all the furniture that was in there. And I didn't get it all totally done. Tomorrow I'm probably going to do a little bit more on it. But that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get all my spring cleaning done, folks. But I can't do all of it in one day. I have to do it, just like I told you, as a project. And write it down on a list, all the things that I think I'm going to be able to accomplish, and then go from there. But it just makes it easier on you instead of trying to figure out where you're going to begin and where you're going to end and stuff. I'm sitting here watching them little shrimp, folks. They just go all over this tank. They go way up in that little blue tree they got and swim around. They also go up on the intake filter up there too a little bit. But I like this little 10-gallon tank, folks, because it's got that big long intake filter on it. And I got these bigger tanks over here, which is a 20 and a 40 gallon. And their intakes go up kind of high. But I like the lower intakes because they pick up more debris off the bottom. But, yeah. And then my husband's friend came over today and he helped get that couch and stuff out and haul it off and everything. And I don't know what he did with it or anything, folks, but I know he hauled it off, you know. But and then we gave them a couple of boxes of stuff out of that bedroom in there to make a little bit more room in our closet and stuff, because that closet in there is all filled up with stuff, and still I have to get in there and go through some paper and throw some papers away that we don't need and get that all cleaned up so I can get that bedroom straightened back up. But it's just normal stuff that you do for spring cleaning. And I cooked spaghetti tonight for supper, folks, and I ate too much. But it turned out pretty good. I fixed my husband some meatballs with the spaghetti, but I ate mine with just the spaghetti, because that's all I wanted. Because I'm the type of person, folks, I can, just eat a couple of vegetables or whatever. I don't have to have meat every day. You know, I've been known to eat beans and cornbread without any kind of meat or anything, and I'm just fine. And the reason that I do that, folks, is because of my cholesterol, how high it is. I want to make sure that I'm not getting too much meat and too much fat and stuff building up, because I've had this cholesterol now for probably a couple of years, and I'm having a hard time getting it under control. And one reason that's happening, folks, is because I do love food, and sometimes I have a tendency to go off my diet and eat stuff that I'm not supposed to eat, which I think we all do that, folks, you know. But my doctor told me that mainly all I had to do was just watch and not eat candy and stuff like that, you know, because it's high on cholesterol. I can't eat cake, I can't eat cupcakes and things like that, and I really miss that, folks. But I wanted to say hi to you. Hope you're doing well. And I'm not going to feed my shrimp hot dogs, because that's just not good. I just stick with the French style green beans, or I might go to the pet shop one day and get them some of that, a little pack of that crab cuisine or whatever, and give that to them. But I don't want to put no loose fish food down in there either, because that loose fish food gets everywhere, and if they don't eat it all, it might mess up the water quality, because that tank's real small, and I might think I get it cleaned up, and there might be a bunch laying in the corners and stuff where it don't get cleaned up, and then it'll spike ammonia. But folks, I don't let that worry me about that VidQ thing. I think what it could be too is just a plain viewer trying to make a buck for themselves, and they're trying to get me to pay for that VidQ so they can get the money. I don't really think it's YouTube, because YouTube's never done that before. But I already told YouTube yesterday that I'm not going to pay for VidQ. I said I would quit before I do that. So I'm not sure why any of the, if it is a individual YouTuber, I'm not sure why they would do that or anything. Maybe they're getting upset. Maybe my videos has got more views than theirs or something. But you know, folks, if you have to cheat and do people wrong on YouTube, then you have no business being a channel creator. That's the way I see it. You know, I just try to be myself and be honest about stuff and tell everybody how I feel and things and not beat around the bush. I just come straight out and tell people the way it is, you know. And I do enjoy making videos, but I'm not gonna let nobody walk on me like a rug, a doormat or anything, you know, to make videos. I'm just gonna keep on being me and doing what I do normally. And hopefully you guys will enjoy my videos. If you see me moving, folks, I'm rocking in my chair because my recliner is a rocker. I've always liked rocking ever since I was a little child, folks. And you know, believe it or not, I've rocked myself to sleep before doing that. But, you know, it's kind of like a relaxing thing to me. You know how some people get, you know, certain little things that they like that relaxes them and stuff. Well, that's my relaxation is when I can rock in my chair. But I've been watching those videos, folks, of those little children in Afghanistan and how they live and things like that. And I think it's really sad that little kids have to live like that, or the parents for that matter. You know, especially in the winter time when it's real cold and stuff. But the only thing that I don't like about that channel, folks, is I've seen certain scenes on there that looks like they mistreat animals. You know, in my viewpoint, they mistreat the animals on there. Because that's just like when the guy goes to plow the garden to get the potatoes out of the garden, he uses donkeys for that, folks, and that's not a donkey's job. A donkey is not a mule. I think that if you do gardening and stuff like that, you should have a mule to do that because they're bigger and they're able to carry a heavier load. A little donkey doesn't have the strength to do that. It kind of upset me yesterday when I was watching that because that guy was taking that whip and making them donkeys go. And, you know, them little donkeys just can't handle the job is what it is. But I got upset and I said, how about letting the donkeys rest for a while? You know. But yeah, that's what I've been doing the last few days. I watched a few videos and I've been going on a couple of them where Waylon Jennings is singing his songs and listening to music a little bit here and there. And my geese was out there hollering today. I finally got Calvin to take that hose that froze and busted back in the winter time. It was stuck on the faucet. And then my husband tried to get it off there yesterday, and we could not get that off of there, folks, because I got a brand new hose to go out there. And I couldn't put that on there till they got that fixed. But anyway, I wanted to get on here and say hello to y'all, and I hope you're doing okay. And I hope you have a blessed night and a good night too. You got this, folks. You're awesome. Bye-bye.